That's right. So great. And let's move to my next topic. That is sponsored content, basically. So I'll start with Ashwini only. If you could share some examples where sponsored content. I think we look at it more in the long format that certain content piece only has been created for, like you have a web series or a certain series of videos that is made, and it is obviously sponsored content. So any great examples have the brands who pulled it out really well?
Sure. I think, again, I'll have to quote HRX. I think those guys have definitely blown my mind off in terms of their video ads and stuff. So I will stick by HRX for their amazing type of content that they produce. Second thing that I've seen is, there is this small team which is called Smile Squad, especially on Facebook and YouTube. There's just these three guys who does amazing videos and all humor related content. And recently, what they did was they had a webinar, a live course webinar for a 4-hour live session. And the topic was how to make funny videos. So that's exactly the topic, right? So this just one sentence, and I have seen the potential of what Smile Squad has done for so many days. I've been their loyal customer. So the way of how they're projecting that video ad was so exceptionally good that I went on to subscribe for their webinar even though it was paid. I still went on to subscribe for it. One thing that I noticed was, of course, the amazing title, very simple and, highlighting what you can expect from that webinar. First thing. Second thing, their videos have been, very lifelike. There's no extravagant new things coming into play or something like that. It's just, say, for example, is cat a better pet or a dog a better pet? Right. So they make it in a funnier way, and that is quite interesting because you take daily viewing objects and make a funny video out of it. So the video, the ad, especially whatever I've seen, it was just these three guys going out for a day, thinking that they are just no all these celebrities. They're just these common guys having their daily fun. And how is this that they're taking their lives to becoming this video content creators? So that journey is beautifully explained in just 1.5 minute video ad. So I think that definitely captured my eye, and it pushed me to even subscribe to their webinar. So that is the second one. And I think there is another channel called Nas Daily. So there is this guy who started out, he just one day thought he wanted to start off videos, and what he did was he just created 1 minute video every single day for the next 3 years. And today he's one of the top YouTube content creators, and he set up his video based office in Singapore and a lot of other places also. So that guy is tremendous because his videos are not entertaining; they're informative, but still they keep a larger audience hooked to it, and people look forward to what is their next video. And today he's traveled more than 50, 60 countries in the world, explaining different cultures and everything in just 1 minute. So I think that is the most important thing, and totally that has kept me hooked also.
That's right. There is obviously a rule come out about the sponsored content, like from the advertising council, that you have to declare with respect to the influencers, the sponsored and also. I just wanted to know from Ashwini. So, like these, when you have a strategy for the sponsored content, how are you like working with like the influencers or certain like you are taking like YouTube made popular channels or something? So in that showcase where it's sponsored, I mean it's an original video basically. What I understand that the brand makes. So how do you like go about this particular process that I have this content to and have to promote it on these with these content creators basically?
Okay. See, especially we have a dedicated creative team. We sit around, we discuss on a lot of aspects when it comes to making a particular video great. The first thing is we look up at our target audience. We are very very particular about the choosing our target audience. That is the first thing. Second thing is we also see at what they like and what they dislike. So if you can look at the parameters, on what are their preferences, like the channels that they are on, and the type of videos that they watch and all of these things. Once you get a good understanding of your buyer persona, I think it simplifies the rest of the entire process. So second thing is that, and third thing is we try to add humor in everything, because see, ultimately it needs to be entertaining, because that's the whole point of making everything more creative, right? So just add these bits and tiny pieces of humor just to tickle that bone, and that is one thing that we definitely make sure that we put in our videos also. And fourth important thing is, especially with sponsored content, it is good to keep it short. Don't go way too much and start explaining and giving a saga about what your product and service does. I think it should just create that awareness, and the rest they have to convert. They have to come to your page and see what you're trying to offer. So you can also showcase them what you have, what you can expect, and how it can be resolved. Right. So it should just tickle that bone of awareness and not give out complete information. So that part of it, we are very, very sure that we only give them the information that they need and not too much. So I think ideally 30 seconds to 1 minute of sponsored video is great. And that definitely we can, we can bring them on, and then later we can convert them during the course of time.
That's right. Also, when we are seeing the sponsored video, there is a limitation. You can't keep talking about your brand. It's something like if you have created a web series, then it's like you are sponsoring. It's like you have events sponsored. So, but the main focus why people are coming is the story, and whoever is
Right.
part of that thing, basically in terms of the creative. So that is definitely, you can't have a complete like an explainer. That will be separately. Just have a video explaining. So about your
No, I
product
think
or
even the
service. That's not
explainer
a part of
videos, I
like.
think I'm sorry to cut you off, but I think even the
Yes.
explainer videos, I think people are changing in terms of putting out explainer videos. It's not a traditional, this feature does this feature does this. It sounds boring. It's not what a lot of audience accept. They want something more fancier, more creative in terms of approaching a particular product videos. So I think video editing app, video tools like say Beyond or Animoto and all of these things are giving you that freedom to try out new different things and showcase your product in a very, very different way, and which is quite good, I believe.
That's right. Yeah, that won't come part of video marketing if you have an
Right.
explainer or something. Yeah, so that's right. Great. So Rishi, could you give some examples of great like sponsored content?
So we can do in a different types of ways. So for example, for an ongoing some Hindi YouTube series, Unacademy is sponsoring in and out of the whole YouTube production, even including their remuneration. So all these things, Unacademy is doing it. So, or you can do as Ashwini is pointing out, like most of the YouTubes we do see, they will be having some sort of application recommendation or a website recommendation where the creator do speak about it. So as we can keep it somewhere in between like 30 seconds to 60 seconds, that good enough. But we can even go beyond it, and we can speak a little bit more about our product, provided it the creator and your product matches to each other. So I can't go and ask a prank creator go and speak about something like an investment product. But definitely, I would like to go and ask like who makes videos on different investment products, a different investment education, to go and speak about my product right from start to end. So basically, it depends upon what kind of like content we want to produce, and who are our target audience, and where are our target audience do subscribe for different creators on different platforms. There quite amount of research goes into it, and even video content. Like if we do this in a long term, you can you don't feel that I had burned a lot of cash. But if you just do it for the sake of just to create a little bit of hype or just to increase some app installs, definitely it will you will feel the dent in your cash flows. So whenever we are doing some sort of ads, or whenever we are trying to create some sort of awareness or some app installs, there you should try to do at least for a 2 quarters at a stretch. Only then you can see substantial amount of users coming into your product, substantial amount of actions taking forward in your product, and you can make some sort of revenue out of these users for the thing which you have spent a lot of money. Yeah, so basically we have to be very specific while doing this sponsor video content, especially if you are doing an affiliate program. It's well and good because the affiliate will takes care of to push your product. But since we are doing it as an just an video sponsored content, we should be a bit careful because a lot of money involved into producing these things.